Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. We have an interesting article today. It's coming from Poland and how President Duda, I think his name, the president of Poland, makes some remarks that are very ironic, and I will show you why they are ironic. Again, he resurrects Adolf from wherever he is and puts it put puts it next to Putin, and we'll find out what the connection is according to President of Poland, Duda. This article comes from Fox News from June 9th today. Greg Norman is the author, and this is the title. Poland's president says calls with Russia's Putin are like speaking to Hitler. All right, let's find out. He's going to tell her exactly what he told Putin and how Putin reacted, and then he would say how he spoke with Hitler and how Hitler reacted, and then he says, see, that's the same mentality. Or at least he's going to say, I spoke with Putin, he said this is his mentality, and if you remember Hitler, when he spoke with the Polish leaders or whomever when he was alive, he used the same thing, and therefore that's similarities. But I'm pretty sure we can find the same similarities with other world leaders. But nevertheless, let's go and see if he at least is going to provide evidence. Because generalities, we can all provide generalities. Like I say, hey, you're a bad person, and that's it. Okay, why? Well, because you don't do the right thing. Why? Well, because I saw you doing the bad thing. What's the bad thing? So you have to always ask, what exactly did I do, or what exactly did I say that makes you interpret that behavior um, as you portray it to be. That's how you provide evidence. You can't just say generalities. Oh, well, you're this, you're that. Okay, why? Well, because of. No, you have to tell me exactly and give me a chance maybe to explain, or maybe just stand by my actions and say, yeah, that's the way I am, but maybe you should be interpreted this way in the context, and this is what I said, the whole conversation, the whole action. There are always, circumstantial evidence that change the whole perception of the event portrayed. All right, let's go here. Poland's president says calls with Putin are like speaking with Hitler. So Polish President Andrzej Duda has launched a fresh attack against Russian President Vladimir Putin. Oh my, this is from Fox News, and his fresh attack against Russian President Vladimir Putin says in an interview this week that phone calls with him are like speaking to Adolf Hitler. Well, I hope maybe he spoke with him so he can enlighten us. Duda made this remark last Wednesday after French President Emmanuel Macron, who has kept up a dialogue with Putin during the Ukraine war, said over the weekend that, and I'm quoting, we must not humiliate Russia so that the day when the fighting stops, we can build an exit ramp through diplomatic means, according to Reuters. And I'm quoting, did anyone speak like this with Adolf Hitler during World War II? Duda reportedly told the German newspaper Bild. I'm quoting, did anyone say that Adolf Hitler must save face? That we should proceed in such a way that is not humiliating for Adolf Hitler? I have not heard such voices. Did you hear anything like talking to Putin is like talking to Adolf Hitler? I didn't hear any supporting evidence or arguments here. Okay, Macron, meanwhile, said that is, quoting, convinced that it is France's role to be a mediating power, end quote, in ending the Russia-Ukraine war, which began blah, 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 blah. All right, it says here, I think, and I'm quoting, I think that I told him that he is making a historic and fundamental mistake for his people, for himself, and for history. Reuters have quoted Macron as saying, in one phone call held with Putin on May 28th, Macron urged the Russian leader to release Ukrainian fighter captures at the Azovstal steel factory in Mariupol and to speak directly with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, his office said. But Russia State media on Wednesday claimed some of those fighters have been transferred to Russia for investigation. There will be at least 100 being there is at least 100 being held in Moscow. Well, 100 in Moscow, and some, I just posted a video, like 2,449 Azovstal fighters are actually in Donetsk area, in a camp, or they call it different, pre-trial facility. That was the video I just posted a minute ago. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is also among the high-profile European leaders to have phone conversations with Putin. Good, but I didn't hear Duda talking to Putin. So says calls with Putin are like speaking to Hitler. So that means Putin is like Hitler. And okay, what's the evidence? What is the evidence? Macron telling the Russians to what? To stop the war? Well, they started based on some reasons, didn't they? Right? What were the reasons? Well, the reasons, why don't you stop the reasons first, and then we're going to stop the response. And what are the reasons? Well, you were killing the Russian-speaking population in your own country, Ukraine, didn't you? Oh, no, no. Why? Why? Because they wanted to be autonomous? Why did they want to be autonomous? We go back. That's how we go. Oh, because of the overthrow of a government, legitimate government, by some guys, bloody overthrow, I would say. And it was not a spontaneous revolution in 2014 with the help of exterior forces. That's treason, isn't it? Yes, it is. So then they say, well, we're not gonna subscribe to this kind of situation here. And then what Kiev did? They send weapons. Where? And armies, tanks. To what? To their Ukrainian-speaking, Russian-speaking Ukrainians from the eastern part. They said, we're not going to subscribe to this overthrow of government. And then what happened next? The guy said, oh, pick up arms. We're going to fight you back. Okay, and then it was the Minsk agreements, where the Ukrainians said, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. None of them did. So yes, Macron and Duda talking to Putin, he has some reasons, but you closed your ear or your ears to whatever they said. Their interest. Okay, NATO. They said, you're too close already. But we don't care. All right, no, pull back. No, we don't. We can admit whomever we want. We don't care about your safety and your security. There you go. Russia said, okay, you don't? Well, this is a red line. You cross it, we're going to act. They cross it, they act. What do you want? I mean, how clear you want to be about it? Oh, you kill our people over there? About 10 to 15,000 people in the East Ukraine were killed, according to sources. Genocide, they said. Oh, no, that's okay. They can be like this because they're not ours, isn't that right? Where was the international community about that? International community. Where's the Western mass media? Nowhere, right? So what happened? This is what happened. So you go to the sources. Go back, and everything started in 2014 with a so-called revolution, which was an illegitimate, it was an overthrow of a legitimate democratic elected government. However you turn it, that's the starting point. And then not the implementation of the Minsk agreements by the Ukrainians, and maybe by the other ones too, I don't know, but the Ukrainians did not move a finger. So you see, and they were still bombarding their own people, you know what I mean? So he didn't provide in this. What do you mean talking to Hitler? Hitler told Poland clearly what they wanted before the war. He said, we got East Prussia, you got our territory given to you after the First World War, given. You are not a country. You became again a country, Poland, after the First World War. You are made a country by giving to you territory. That's how Poland was made. After the First World War. Oh, it ceased to exist in what? In 1795, 96 or something like this. Poland, done. So from there until what, 2000, oh my God, 1918 or something, Poland ceased to exist. And then they gave Poland territories, and they gave East Prussia. East Prussia, Prussia is German, okay? What do you want? Gdansk, Danzig corridor, the Dansk, you remember? That's they were full of Germans over there. And Hitler said, give us a corridor so we can give them some independence, give them something. And what did the Poles said? No, it's our territory, given to us by our friends who back us up right now, and we deal with you in bad faith. How about that? We negotiate with you. And then Putin, oh my God, yeah, Putin, Hitler, the same. See how it works? Yeah. So Hitler said, okay, we're going to give you an ultimatum. You come and give us a corridor. We can, access our, what it was 90-some% Germans in Danzig, Dansk, and the Poles look at the Brits and the French, and the French said, nah, 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 they're not going to do anything, and if they do, we're going to come. And that's how they came. That's it. So I didn't hear what Duda is talking about here. That's why he's just saying things. The same things they can talk about, I don't know, Zelensky, the same way. Well, he acts like the Poles in the Second World War, no, or whatever. You can make all kind of stretches. But I didn't hear in this article Duda's argument. Did you? I didn't. Even if you use Macron or whatever other world leaders, what's the connection? Where is it? He's talking with him like you talk to Putin. It's like talking to Putin, like talking to Hitler. What do you mean? Yeah, generalities. Generalities. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.